have here the Buddhist order of the Sangha. Got it? Now see, why this Sangha, or why this, what kind of orders were being placed? Okay, this Sangha were the one kind of organization. Okay, to preserve and to spread the Buddhist teaching. What happened? The disciples of Buddha, they have formed one organization. So where to spread and to preserve whatever teaching Lord Buddha has done, so that the other human should also come to know. And for this, they have formed one kind of group, and that group was known as organization. And who were the members? The members were the monks and the nuns. Okay, and who were these monks and nuns? Monks and nuns were the renounced all ties. Okay, that means they have left all their one kind of comfort zone. They have left in the name of Lord Buddha, in the name of God, they have left all their means of, you can say, a good comfort, and they have come with the world where, and its left pleasure and lived strictly according to his teaching. Okay, that means whatever ties, whatever kind of belongings they have, okay, they have left all that things, and whatever teaching, whatever spread, whatever things that was mainly done by Lord Buddha, they have strictly followed it. Got it? So they were the monks and nuns. So what happened? These monks and nuns, they used to spread and they used to roam around in every way. Like normal people, like in our homes, kind of different kind of beggars are coming. Okay, to kind of ask different kind of foods, different kind of other kind of ends. Okay, so in that same way, what happened? They also started roaming around. Okay, for asking food, for asking different kind of for eating materials. Okay, any kind of things that they need for the basic life. So they started roaming around. Okay, but when the monks, when they travel other places from one place to another, what happened? That makes them very difficult. Okay, some kind of life they have some difficulties. Okay, they are facing some difficulty, especially when they are having the monsoon season. Okay, so to stop this, or you can say to have the one kind of shelter, some people came around. Some people came forward to help them. So let us see who came. Now see, when the monks were having difficulty time, when they were not having any kind of shelters, the people who came forward was the nobleman, or you can say the king. Okay, they especially what they have helped, they helped in the making some kind of viharas or monasteries in the hilly areas. Wherever they used to go in the hilly areas, they need one kind of shelters. Okay, to protect them. And to protect them, the people who were highly rich people, especially the noble and the king, they made this kind of shelters that was known as viharas or monastery. Okay, shelters were carved in hills or the lands. Okay, donated by kings and noblemen. Okay, so these were the teachings of, and how in this way where they used to shelter, they used to stay there, and slowly they started spreading. Now see, now let us learn the last topic, that where and how the spread of Buddhism has taken. Now spread of Buddhism. See, as Buddha was not having any successor, so what happened? The members of the Sangha, okay, and his other followers spread the religion to various parts of India. Okay, not only India, other world also. See, which are the countries that mostly Buddhism has spread? That is China, Japan, Sri Lanka, Thailand, Indonesia, Tibet, and Myanmar. Okay, these are the countries where Buddhism were highly spread. Got it? And even some kind of Buddhist council were also made. Now, what were the council? Now, Buddhist council means where the things can be done more properly. Okay, so it is some kind of teachings, or if any kind of change they need to make in sutras, that is the book, they can gather in the one place, and where the council can be held. Okay, some kind of council was held in Rajgriha. This term we have already learned. The Magadha first, you can say capital of Magadha kingdom was Rajgriha, where the first Buddhist council was held. Next was Vaishali, and after that this Rajgriha, when he turned to Patliputra was also one of the places where this council was held. Okay, So this was the spread. Now see, after like Jainism has spread into two parts. In the same way, Buddhism has also spread into two parts. Let us learn about the different sects of Buddhism. Now see, Buddhism also split into two ways, or you can say two groups. Okay, first is your Hinayana Buddhism. What Hinayana Buddhism consists? It consists of your Buddha as a creature. They were not worshipping Buddha as a god, but they used to follow in Hinayana, or they used to follow that Buddha as a creature. Okay. And next you have Mahayana Buddhism. Mahayana Buddhism means where they worship Buddha as a god. Got it? So this was the two divisions. One was Hinayana and next was Mahayana. So these are the you can say the spread of Buddhism, or you can say the last part where Buddhism has spread. After that, the end of the Buddhism has still continued, because now in our we can say that in our parts of India or any other world, we are following this religion. It is still continuing. Okay, and this chapter talks about the different religion and about the different kind of rituals. See, from where the rituals to sacrifice and how it has split into different religion, different Upanishads has been made the society to go up in a right way. Okay, the people now having a different kind of knowledge, different kind of thinking. Okay, so this was all about your beliefs and rights. Okay, so let us start with your exercise.
Okay, now see here, before we start with the exercise part, just go through these important things. Okay, these are the things that you should know. That where the things has been spread, and where you can say that other kind of monasteries, or you can say different kind of temples has been made of Lord Buddha. So these things you can go through. Got it? So move on to your exercise. Before that, see here your new words. First is your Tirthankar. Okay. In Jain tradition, one of 24 enlightenment spiritual masters who preach the righteous path. Okay. Tirthankar, you can learn that in Jain tradition. Okay. It's a spiritual master who preached the righteous path. As Tirthankar mostly it deals with your Jainism. Okay. The religion of Jainism, they have Tirthankars. So you can have to write the Jaini. Okay. Next you have Jina. It is your conqueror of passion. Got it? Moksha or Nirvana means your salvation. Okay, or freedom from the unending cycle of birth, death and rebirth. Got it? Next you have Ahimsa, that is non-violence. Vihara means your shelter for Buddhist monks. Got it? Next we have your choose the correct answer. The Upanishads were composed in which language? Sanskrit. Karma is belief in every action causing a reaction. Okay. Buddha delivered his first sermon at where he have first delivered, that is Sarnath. The group of Buddhism who worshipped the Buddha like a god were called Mahayana. Just now we have learned that is Mahayana. Okay. And Upanishads also known as the, what it is called? It is called as Vedanta. What it is called? Vedanta. Okay. Next you have the Upanishads advocated faith in Brahmin, meaning the universal soul. Next, Dash was the last of the 24 Tirthankar. Who was the last? It was Mahavira. Mahavira also known as Jina. Okay, the conqueror of passion. Siddhartha Gautama attained enlightenment at where? Bodh Gaya in Bihar. The Buddhist prayer hall is also called, what is called? A Vihara. Got it? So these are the answers of your fill in the blanks. Okay. C and D you will be getting in your PDF form. Okay. So this much for today. Learn your chapters, and shall meet again in your next class. Bye bye.